Hi, Elaine's here. This March we have Yoga Slim 7 Pro join the Elite Yoga Squad. As always, the Yoga line has been quite popular for its stylish, ultra-slim, remarkable display and powerful performance. But there's more to expect. We have upgraded the display and processor for better visual design and entertainment. So let's find out. Screen configuration. This is the biggest change of the year. We kept the previous 2.K high resolution, 90 Hz high refresh rate, and adopted the latest Samsung E4 OLED display. OLED display color spaces and color gamut come up 100% DCR-P3, which is roughly equal to 133 sRGB. With wide color space, we can see the OLED display represents a high density of colors and also an overall image upgrade in color transitions. Beyond the wide color gamut, there's more display of visible light in spectrum and pure 3 primary colors. In turn, other mixed colors displays are more vivid. Trust me, you will see how astoundingly colorful it is when you are watching videos or playing games. On this basis, we also added the color gamut switch, so it will be totally helpful for creative work or design. That is not all. Color contrast also lends itself well to boost the visual appeal. Self-illuminating technique makes it possible for the OLED display to control light at pixel level, so it can be true black in the real sense. Whether it is looking for accurate color rendition in the high brightness environment or true black visual experience in low brightness condition, the native contrast has increased by 1,000 times in contrast with the mainstream LCD screens in the market. Amazing, right? We can see the images in the video. High contrast not only improves the video quality directly, but also makes the image transition more naturally and the dynamic environment of lighting change. Of course, not to mention the excellent shadow detail. It is quite close to the 3-dimension in reality. This is definitely a feast for the eyes. Less than 1 millisecond of screen response time brings you a more smooth screen switch compared to 20 milliseconds of LCD display, a major step up. And we have eye protection included as well. You see, the computer screen radiation on the eye is mainly caused by blue light in the wavelength range of 450 to 455 nanometer. It's called the harmful blue light. So the lower proportion of the blue light in this range, the less damage to the eyes. However, most LCD screens take up at least 33 of harmful blue light ratio, or even 65.5% more. So what about the OLED display? Only 6.5% to 17.5%. Yoga Slim 7 Pro supports TUV Rainline hardware low blue light and gets eye-safe certification. Without black light exposure getting in the way, the OLED screen will be less likely to cause light strain. Moreover, the brightness of the self-illuminating screen is moderate, no flicker or no glare. It won't hurt your eyes for the long time use. OLED also has more advantages in HDR adoption, aka high dynamic range. HDR technique makes the dark color deeper and presents more shadow details and realistic brightness. Therefore, HDR can provide more dynamic display and image details compared to ordinary image processing. Yoga Slim 7 also passed the ESA certified display HDR 500 True Black certification. Thanks to the self-illumination of OLED screen pixels and the brightness range within 600 nits, HDR display can better reflect the visual effects of objects in the real environment. As the screen itself has rich color expression, 10-bit corresponds to 1.07 billion chromatic numbers, so it's a huge gap fill-in to make the color gradient and transitions more smooth without any layers. To extend the OLED display lifespan, the system adopts dark mode, so the overall battery life is improved to some extent. Apart from that, we also have a promising processor upgrade. The whole machine is packed with i7-11370H processor, 4 cores and 8 threads. TDP raised up to 35 watts. Next, we tested on the CPU. The performance improved by 2% to 5% compared to i7-1165G7. The theoretical performance got slightly improved. For gaming and productivity, we also ran the tests on the training games. The test results are shown in the display. We also had a test on starting speed by opening a 20-page Word doc and a 100-line Excel spreadsheet. It turns out that H35 performed consistently in experience compared to i7-1165G7. Yoga Slim 7 Pro OLED version. Strong performance plus OLED display. There's no word for the visual experience until you try out. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I will see you in the next one.